Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, and I just wanted to say at the beginning thank you to everyone that's been commenting and supporting me and watching my videos after all this time. I cannot explain how grateful I am for that, so thank you so much. In today's video we're gonna be talking about productivity. I'm gonna be telling you 5 tips that have helped me so much with my productivity and with eliminating procrastination. I've honestly tried so many things because I've read so many self-help books on motivation, discipline, and procrastination. Honestly, I was procrastinating by reading books about how not to procrastinate. Time is something we all have the same amount of, but we each utilize it differently. Time is the most precious thing that we can have, and I think it's important that we make the most of it while we can. So my first tip is that any task that takes under 2 minutes to do it right away. 2 minutes is a really short amount of time, but we often don't realize that many things take 2 minutes to do and we just postpone them all the time. Anything like making your bed, unloading the dishwasher, hanging your clothes, or writing that email that's been waiting for you for the past couple of months. And once you finish a couple of these tasks, it's gonna snowball. It's gonna make you more motivated. You're gonna pat yourself on the back and say, okay, wow, you're starting to be productive, let's be more productive. And it actually helps me in this way. Now I'm in that stage where I do these completely automatically. I don't mind washing the dishes, making my bed, anything, because it just takes such a little time. It's nothing. Sorry, this clip looks a bit different. I just had to refilm this part. My next tip is to set a timer for 10 minutes and immerse yourself in 10 minutes of focused, uninterrupted work. 10 minutes is a very little chunk out of our day, but you can manage to do a lot of stuff in 10 minutes. 2 things can actually happen here. The first thing being that you're actually gonna trick your brain into starting doing that work, because starting is always the hardest thing. And after those 10 minutes, you're actually gonna realize that it's not that bad and you're gonna want to continue with your work. And the second one is that you're gonna work for 10 minutes and then you're gonna be like, okay, I don't feel it today. I've done my 10 minutes, and then you can return to your work. But if you actually focus on those 10 minutes and you turn off your phone, your notifications and everything, and you actually do quality work for those 10 minutes, you are able to do something, and it's still progress. It's better to do 10 minutes of work than trying to persuade yourself to do some work for hours. I used to do this with my dissertation too, because it was so hard for me to start. I really disliked working on that. I also use this for cleaning up. I set my timer for 10 minutes and then I go like crazy, and I usually manage to clean up the whole apartment, not like a deep clean, but like declutter most of my apartment. My third tip is to get a different perspective. By that I mean 2 things. Either if you're used to doing your homework at your table or in your bed, try changing it up. Try doing your homework in the kitchen. That's what I do. I go to the kitchen and it's all a bit different for me, and it makes me a bit more motivated. The second option that I have for this is going on a walk or going to a coffee shop and work from there. That actually helps me so much. What I recommend is a 15-minute walk, because after 15 minutes your brain releases endorphins and your happy hormones, and also 15 minutes of walk already reduces cortisol, which is your stress hormone. So by that you'll be a little bit more happy, a little bit less stressed, and you'll get a whole new perspective that you can use to be motivated a bit more. That's what I actually used to do when I used to live completely on my own. I would get up, eat breakfast, and then get out of the house for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes just to start my day differently than in the room that I'm going to be spending my time in. Every time I do this, it prevents me from going back to bed, so I do recommend that a lot. My 4th tip is a little bit basic, but it's to make a to-do list. I typically like to do them the day before, because when the day comes I just want to go. I don't want to think about all of the stuff that I may have forgotten. I just want to have it there written down. Back when I went to school, I used to do to-do list all the time just for my homework, and I can't believe it took me so long to start doing them in my adult life too. Writing a task down or a goal down makes you 45% more likely to finish that task or to reach that goal. When you're creating a to-do list, my tip for you is to really write everything out. So for example, when you have a dissertation to finish, like I had last year, you don't just write a dissertation down. No, you create tiny tasks out of that huge task. Tiny tasks that tell you exactly what to do, that are a bit more digestible and that don't leave you overwhelmed. For me, that would be find 5 literature sources for your dissertation, or write out a structure for your introduction and stuff like that. Just very digestible stuff that tells you exactly what to do. And my last tip is very simple. You're gonna count down from 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna go and do that task. I know this sounds kind of funny. I'm just telling you, you just get up and do it. Just get up and do it. But it's actually backed up, because your brain is trying to persuade you to not go and do that task. Your brain likes to be lazy. Your brain wants to stay in bed all day. Your brain is just super lazy. So it's gonna find every way to talk you out of doing that thing or task. When you start counting backwards from 3 or 5, you're gonna make your brain busy enough that it's not gonna try to talk you out of doing that activity. I know it sounds silly, but it actually works, and that's how I got myself to film this video. I'm gonna leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful for you. If you want to catch me elsewhere, I'm on Instagram and Twitch, and that's it from me. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. 3, 2, 1.